This past Sunday, the infamous 60 Minutes interview aired. Lesley Stahl talked to Donald Trump, Mike Pence, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and even the week before the interview aired, we were hearing about how intense it was. And Donald Trump was the one who, kept that alive before the interview aired. He said it was unfair, threatened to release their own unedited version of what happened, and he did end up releasing it. And it showed Donald Trump getting mad because Lesley Stahl had the audacity to warn him that, hey, there's going to be some tough questions here, just so you know. Like, this is not going to be a walk in the park. This is not going to be a softball interview. I got questions. The public has questions. We're going to ask the questions. We're going to get some answers. And she didn't even say it that rudely. She didn't say it rudely at all. But Trump perceives anything that's difficult for him to be rude, to be a personal attack on him. If it's not absolutely just the most flattering thing on the planet, it is a downright attack on Donald Trump and everything that he stands for. And so, Lesley Stahl, after essentially a week of Donald Trump going after her, saying she was ridiculous, saying she was partisan, saying she was a hack, has now had to take on a security detail because she continues to get death threats from the Donald Trump superfans. Her family members, the ones that don't even live with her, have also been given security detail at their homes because they are also getting threatened by the Trump supporters. This, to me, is one of the biggest reasons why Donald Trump has to go. As somebody who's received similar, somebody who has had to go through the extra security detail, and from what I know from other progressive hosts, they have as well. We've had conversations about this in private because this happens to a lot of us frequently from the crazy Trump people. This, to me, is reason enough to make sure that my vote gets counted against Donald Trump. I've been attacked by a lot of people online recently for allegedly not being left enough because I'm voting for Biden instead of voting third party. I'm voting for Biden because he has the best shot at beating Donald Trump, and I need these Trump supporters to lose their source of power, which is Trump in the White House, so that maybe I don't have to continue hiring private investigators to track down phone numbers and see where these people are and see if they actually pose a threat to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm being selfish in that way, but I don't want to get murdered. This is what we're up against, folks. This isn't a joke. This isn't hyperbole. These are things that are happening. And it's not just me. It's a lot of other progressive hosts out there. I'd be surprised if any one of them hadn't had to go through extra security steps in the last few years, having to cover this stuff and, pissing off Trump supporters by telling the truth. Lesley Stahl's going through it. CNN has gone through it. MSNBC reporters have gone through it. We're all going through it. And again, to me, and maybe it's just because, I do have a dog in the fight. I'm going to make sure that my vote gets counted against Donald Trump, not just for me, but for everybody else in this industry. And for so many other reasons too. But I'm going to put not getting murdered right at the top of my list. His supporters are unhinged. Not all of them, not by any stretch of the imagination, but there are enough of them out there that they pose a significant threat to many of our lives. And if we can take away their source of power, they're not going to feel as empowered to go out there and attempt to commit these atrocities like what they're threatening to do right now.